Facebook, the day of Michael, the archangel God, the one that's like God. Nope, it's not soul. All right. Topic of the message. Well, here's the thing. I mean, God created the earth, and He said that it was good. When He created this world, He said that it was good. Now the thing is, now all of a sudden, of course, y'all know Adam, the serpent trick, Eve, and Eve somewhat deceived Adam, but not really. It's just, when Adam saw himself, a woman is a reflection of a man. When he saw himself in darkness, he chose to make a decision based upon himself, and it started selfishness. But I got a video of that. I hope you check it out. It's called, Reality of Selfishness. But that's another message. But anyway, so Adam and Eve ate from the fruit, and now sin is here, and now sin is being established. It's being established. It's not here, but it's going to be established pretty much through Cain. Cain established the more likely the engine of sin. He rejuvenated the ideal of sin, and now things are getting bad right there, and things are getting bad, but now it's bad to a point that people forgetting about Genesis 1, that God created. I hope they remember that God created a world and an earth, and He said it was good. Yes, it was good. Yeah, I hope everybody remember that, because like I tell people about, people would love to forget God for some apparent reason. I think it's because they develop the lust of the flesh and the desires of this world to make them forget about the God who created the world and who created them. They forget about God for some apparent reason. Well, the thing, the PT cruise everybody loves driving. People and things, are the desires that people like to, gravitate to more instead of their creator, God, that created the universe. He created the universe. Wow. But that's not a big deal to them. They're about the deal of, this world system. And they're accepting the ideal of this world system. And, they got umbrellas. They're accepting the ideal of this world system because it's almost good. How God taught me about the as God reality that people is embracing in this world, because it's almost good and their flesh is enjoying it, but it's almost good, but it's getting more bad. It's getting more bad. But guess what? The state that they're in, it's almost good, and they will cater their lives to this almost good state of living. And of course the world system is trying to make them more comfortable in their almost good but getting terribly bad system, and the thing is, and it's this, they're not getting a desire to get things bad. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to get things better. But they're aiming to just sit back in the almost system, and somehow, in what they believe from the world, in their television and radio, it's going to just turn out so well, And it's like, here's the thing I'm finna teach. I have to teach this reality about that people don't need to understand about defining things, Here's the thing, when you define something, what you don't realize you're doing. Like, let's take this idea called the a painting, one of the famous painting called the Mona Lisa. They got, I don't know, it's in France, I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere in Europe. So people come to see this Mona Lisa that this person, Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo, one of them painted. So now they painted the picture and they called it Mona Lisa. You know what I'm saying? But what if somebody come up there and say, hey, I painted this and I didn't name it Mona Lisa, but I named it Jessica Fox. And you like, everybody's like, what? Yes, I painted this, and it's not the Mona Lisa, it's Jessica Fox. Jessica Fox, what? Yeah, and you're like, everybody's like, huh? How that could be? Hello, I don't. How can that be? How can Mona Lisa becomes Jessica Fox? Everybody's looking at crazy. But here's the thing about a world system that live according to lies. In the lie world, I call it more likely, or the lying world, you can make things to anything the way it's supposed to be. There's no rules of making up anything. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, everybody's like, the way, I guess, the charisma, or how, you know, the person show forth his ideal that he painted this portrait and it's Jessica Fox, that people will lean towards the idea wait a minute, he has a point. Wait a minute, he has a point. Yeah, he has a point, or I want to believe that he has a point the way he's expressing what he's saying, you know? Because y'all, I find out men love that about people, that how they express themselves concerning their sureness about a lie, y'all gravitate to that idea and say, hey, that lie makes some pretty good sense, you know, because, you know, you live in a world system that embrace lies more than the truth. But that's another message to minister. But anyway, so, you know, you live a, you know, they believe that the painting is Jessica Fox. Jessica Fox. Now they got pictures, you know, or they is in news. In news, you know how news love the lie. News love the lie. Now it's all in news that we discovered that the painter that painted this, Leonardo da Vinci, did not paint Mona Lisa or Michelangelo. I think one of them two. They did. This guy did, and his name is Jessica Fox. And everybody's like, huh? Ooh, wait. And here's what the ones that trip me out. Oh, because of this magazine or this newspaper title that, or I think is consistent of telling the truth about information that's going on in the world, I am so lean towards to believe this reality more than anything. Those people are very hilarious when I meet those people. You know, and people like, you know, because this magazine or this newspaper says is it, and they found some crucial, interesting evidence about that, I'm leaning towards the idea that Mona Lisa is not Mona Lisa, it's Jessica Fox. You know, and people will, of course, blow it up. You know how lies, you know, are so much popular at becoming stronger and so right in the world we live in. You know, it's amazing how much, you know. The thing is, it's kind of like, you know, the idea of, you know, a place is filled up with gases and I guess ether. And, you know, it's like you just hope that someone knows that they better not light a cigarette in this place, you know, or, you know, hit something that, you know, will flicker a spark, you know. You hope that person understands that You should not do that when it's full of gases, you know. But guess what? That's the thing about the lies. You know, you better not strike a flick a match, whole place will blow up, you know. And that's the environment of this world system these days, you know. And the lies will make a greater impact than the truth will. Because guess what? People are doing bad things right now. And in the beginning, you know, this God in Genesis 1 created a good earth. And he kept saying it good each and every day. But some people are not getting that idea for some apparent reason. Because they look at life when something bad, oh, something bad happened. Oh, well, that's the way it is. And here comes that crazy part. That's the way it's supposed to be. Or that crazy lie. That's the way it's supposed to be. According to Genesis 1st chapter, no. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be good. And if it's getting bad, that means we're supposed to be alert to say, let's find a way to get rid of all this bad so something good can start going on. You know, that's the idea of how we are supposed to look at life. But when you are accepting and saying, oh well, I don't care about all these bad things are happening and how these bad things are affecting people and how many people are dying, entering to graves because of a bad system is affecting people and making them bad and do more bad things. Who cares? And that is what really I tell people that has a heart like that is an indication. It's supposed to tell you that you have the lust in your heart, because lust is all about I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's not just what I want, but I don't care less about everybody else. Only care about what's for me, what's in it for me. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, and I, the cursed trinity that's promoted by this guy named Bell that's teaching you to think that it's all about yourself. Yeah, I know that guy, you know. I believe he derived from Nimrod, you know. That's what the legend says. But anyway, that look, a God created a world good. And if it's going to remain good, people gonna have to follow his good laws to get it good. Now, if those laws don't be followed, it's not gonna get good. It's just that simple. It's not going to get good. Don't expect something good. And look, people that want it bad, do not complain and do not point fingers at nobody and ignore this bad system that is developing bad people. That bad people are accepting this almost successful, great, wonderful place. You know what I'm saying? Almost, because that's what y'all did it to. Don't be complaining about how bad and miserable and terrible life is when you know the reality of good God created this earth, and if we play by his good laws, it will remain good. And the thing is, people that lay back and accept this law wants the world to be the way it's supposed to be. You want it to be this way. You want it to, you know, be bad, and when a bad situation affects people that are close to them, or you know, a bad thing happened to them, they're shocked and they're like, "What? How could a bad thing ever happen to me?" Well, guess what? You are living in this bad world. Yes, you are. And guess what? Bad things can happen to, as we can all come and agree with, Raleigh, Charlie, everybody. So the thing is, stop this accepting bad in the world that God established good. You know what I'm saying? Stop this. You know, it's ridiculous. And you will continually be ridiculous complaining of how bad it is. and not, you know, trying to find out the foundation and what it's all about. All right, that's the message. I forgot the name of the message, but I put some on it.